So guys, so just be careful with everything and make sure you're loving life differently, and I'm looking for better ways to deal with life. I'm looking for myself over here to understand straight away that I have to stay away from the nighttime. I have to stay away from nighttime because there's nothing happening at nighttime anywhere. You understand? I'm sure everybody is in the house at nighttime. I'm sure only drug addicts are out and about at nighttime. I'm sure you must understand that. I'm sure. I understand how I can go for a 1 hour cruise listening to my music, but nah. Actually, why not? Actually, why not, huh? Actually, guess what? Actually, it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I can understand what I'm doing, but I never want to drive for that long, huh? I mean, guess what? I mean, move on. I move on. I realize anyway. I realize it's much more how I feel. I feel that it's much more different for me now. I'm learning to do different aspects of life, and I'm learning to see that I'm stuck at home in my woods. I'm never stuck in my woods. Actually, what am I actually trying to do in this life? I'm just trying to become all I can be. I'm just trying to become all that I can be. I mean, am I doing that now? I'm doing that now. I'm putting time into words. I mean, that's all I can do. I mean, time is going out for me in a better way. And what can I do? I mean, I'm trying my best. I'm trying the best way I can. I'm trying to do whatever I can to succeed. I'm trying to make sure that no matter what I do, I'm successful and that I'm enjoying life much more. And I'm not saying I'm staying away from people altogether. I have everything I ever need. I'm looking to understand I'm always with I. I'm learning to understanding. I'm learning to be understanding that no matter what, I'm staying away from nighttime. I'm staying away from going anywhere during the nighttime. I'm in the 1 hour rule. I'm in the 1 hour rule, so it's not sure how I see how it is. See, Arnold Schwarzenegger is the same as me these days. So it's more how it is. I'm probably he's doing 1 hour rule as well, and so is Sylvester Stallone. For sure. I can understand that. For sure. I see straight away how I need to go and grow myself. Actually, drug addicts are either at somebody's house right now doing drugs and sitting around and doing nothing. Actually, that's all they're doing. Actually, sitting around people's houses doing nothing. I promise you. Actually, that's all it is. I promise you now. I'm not saying that what I want to do is grow myself. Yeah. Actually, people see me over here. They see me in a good light. They see me that I have that nice and beautiful life. I'm learning. I'm learning that you have to keep producing music, and it's more how it is. I don't lie. Actually, it's much more how new music is. Actually, it's much more how I feel that I'm catching up to a trend. I'm catching up to a trend because I can see a trend. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly how my life is. But my Zonify and Adonatopia and Audacious Never Kill track is excellent. Actually, it's excellent. I feel everything I've done in music is excellent except 1 or 2 tracks that had a crap kick. I promise you, yeah. I promise you, it's all done. I promise you, it's more how it is, yeah. And I'm learning very quickly about how I'm doing my life. I'm very sure that it's much more how I feel the structure. I feel the structure. The structure is there. The structure is the way I need it to be. But is it really? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, the structure of my music is different. So I see. I'm talking about sound, unfortunately sound, but in the structure, I feel there is my 1 hour sets have great structure, except the ways of all of it has great structure. Unfortunately, all has a great structure. Actually, the structure is there. I'm learning how to do life much more. I'm learning to become much more. But these days I have to lift my music production now. I'll get my DJ deck very soon. And now once I get my DJ deck, I want to start just pumping music and blowing up on DJing it in front of people. And now how many times do I DJ my music? Actually one time. And what else? Actually I just have to learn the sense of appropriateness. I have to learn the aspects of life over here. I have to learn all my nice and beautiful tones of the DJ deck. And I use my own DJ deck when I'm on the stage, if possible. And if never possible, then I just go and learn much more about equipment. I'm learning how to dwell upon life, so what you have to do is you have to teach people what everything is. And you have to learn about music production yourself. But I feel Jesus Christ is notioning to me to make music. And I have to just understand straight away to do that too. I feel I'm learning very quickly about life. I feel no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about this life, but there's a better world. There's a better world than this. Or should I find myself doing this all day long? If I live in Australia, if I have been living in Australia, I'm living in Australia, but if I was to live over here in Australia for the rest of my life in this room, guess what? 1 hour rule the whole way through. Really? Nah. At some point, I would have to go to speed dating and get myself a girlfriend and start a life over here in this house. And then once I have a family, it's 1 hour rule. And what now? I should just keep going that road and forget everything else. And that's it. Actually, that's this house plan. I say I have a new plan, so lovely. Actually, my plan now is move away from this house altogether. And now if I move away from Germany, actually, I guess what? Actually, it's all how I feel. Now, if I become a popular superstar, do I go around the world? Actually, guess what? Actually, I have to. I've become something much greater. I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning that nice and beautiful way of life, so I'm learning how to grow myself in the different aspects. So no matter what I'm doing is I'm learning how to grow myself differently, yeah? So every single time now I'm learning the nice and beautiful persuasion of techniques every single day. And I'm learning how to help myself to grow. But if you understand straight away how music is, I understand straight away that you have to move forward and you have to move up and you have to listen to people's music and you have to go and grow yourself differently. But today, did I move forward in my music production much? Actually, just a bit. Just a bit of knowledge, but I'm learning something. I'm learning that I realize I have time. I have time, but guess what? I'm learning how I have to understand that I'm just listening to music at the moment while I'm speaking to you. So no matter what, I'm learning how to grow myself. I'm learning how to develop myself. I realize it's much more how I feel. My life is never a waste. I feel I'm living my life to the best ability I can. And I have no shame living alone. But it's much more how it is. Actually, it's much more how I feel. It's like a prison cell around the physical realms. I feel like the physical realm is a prison. I feel there's only so far. I feel that there's only so far that I can go. It's much more how I'm protecting myself as well in terms of my knowledge and what I have. But I found myself in physical aspects of life, and where can I go from my physical realm? Where can I escape to? Actually, nowhere at the moment. Actually, it's like a prison cell to me. Actually, at the moment. But there's no prison cells. Actually, it's more how it is. Actually, and then the money I have is only so much money. Until you have to understand the money you have is in your pocket feels like that kind of prison cell. I have that kind of prison cell in my life. I have money, I have food and drinks. I'm cruising the lifestyle, but hey, yet again, I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about understanding that very soon I go to my mum's house, and that's going to be like my prison cell as well. I'm sure that she's going to be the one saying, this is where we go, and we go here, and we go here. And I understand straight away that there's a minor difference, but it's more how I feel. I feel different, so I'm learning how to enjoy myself. I'm learning to see that, yeah, I feel that no matter what, I'm learning to dwell upon my life much greater. But anytime you can go across the world, and let's say you have all the money in the world, and you have all that you want in life, what do you do now? What do I do when I have everything now? Now let's travel somewhere. Let's get on my private jet right now, and I fly to where? Where do I fly right away? I go New York. I go to New York on my private jet right now. Let's go right now. And right now, let's start traveling somewhere. Get in an Uber, and the Uber can drive me all the way to the airport, and get into my private jet. I have my family with me. Let's just go. Understand? Everybody's saying yes. I would say yeah. Let's go. I get to New York in 30 hours time. I see what do I do in New York. I stay there for about 7 days and just go and see the city, and relax and just enjoy. I book my tickets as well for Prague. I go to Sparta Prague over there in Russia, and I'll go to the Poland and Utrecht Solar Trance festivals. But do I really do that? Actually, yeah. I go over there. Unfortunately, now what else? Unfortunately, now I'm in New York. Where else are we going? We go over here to the swimming pool. So we go to the swimming pool over here, and we go over here and over here and over here, and we visit places, and a little bit that way. Never let other people take care of your kids. Make sure you understand. Just let everything happen, and make sure you understand straight away that you learn to trust humanity, and learn to trust and have trust in people. But make sure you understand, just trust yourself only. I mean, trust Jesus Christ only, guys. So that way you'll find what you want. Especially then what? Especially where are we going after New York? Let's go Miami. Miami for a bit. Yeah. And then guess what? What else do you do? From that point, I mean, is there a prison cell anymore? There's no prison cell anymore because why? Honestly, I have more than enough money. I have more than enough money now. I have more than enough money to go around the world now. I have my family now achieving my goals. I mean, how about my physical physique now? I mean, is that a prison cell version? So I feel good the way I am. I feel good about the way I am. But, of course, now I have more time to be able to look much better physically. And I have all the money to do my operation now. I do my operation and I start physically training. I sign up to Anytime Fitness. I go for Anytime Fitness now. And I just go to the gym, wherever, to pump weights. And now, anyway, I sign up to the gym. I already have money. I realize anyway, what else do I do from that point? I bring my power tube with me. And then we just go and walk around together as a family. I see how about my mum. I see my mum, yeah, I bring her along. I see if she wants to come. I see if not, I'll probably just go visit her sometime. Actually, that's it. Actually, what else? Actually, is that the lifestyle you want? Actually, it seems like it. Actually, there's no limits, is there? Actually, there's no limits in that lifestyle. And what's the limit over here? I mean, what's limiting me to have that lifestyle? Actually, nothing's limiting me. Actually, nothing is limiting me anymore to have that lifestyle. So what do I do? I mean, talk it up. And I get there very soon. I mean, why can't I go right now and do that now? I can. That's the thing. I can do it. I can do it right now. I mean, that's it. So what I do is I have to make goals to get there. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's all it is. Actually, life is one moment. Actually, understand? So it's all one number. Actually, now I understand I have no limits to do that. So I understand straight away there's a road for me to get there now. I see it start at the end. I understand where my end is. I see so far, I'm in Miami. I see where do I go from that point. I fly anywhere across the world. I go to Japan, I go to Hong Kong, I go these places. I see, it's all how I start traveling now. I see, so let's go now. I see now, if I go now, see what's going to happen. Actually, it's all they're asking for money, aren't they? And they're asking for you to give them money. So I have to make more money. I have to work to get more money. And now to work to get more money. I have to do higher. I'll get more money simply for music production and life coaching. And now there is a way for me to do greater. I mean, they're being unfair to me, I promise you. So what I do is I make sure I have to be fair. I have to be fair. I feel that I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to enjoy my life. So no matter what, I'm learning how. There's no limits for me to get there. I can get there eventually. I can become all I want to be. I'm just here. I'm just doing the life now. So guess what? Pastor Jesus Christ says, "There's no limits." Pastor, there's no limits. Pastor, the only limit is what you set in life. I have no limits in my life, so I'm learning to grow myself differently. Yeah. I see. Anyway, so grow yourself anyway. So I see. What's that going to get you? I mean, what is it? I mean, I have no limits now. I have that lifestyle now because I have no limits, yeah? Unfortunately, now what? Unfortunately, now, since I have that lifestyle now, I mean, what is it? I mean, what am I chasing in that scenario? I mean, is it the feeling, or is it the thoughts, or is it the limitless feeling? Unfortunately, it's more the limitless feeling. Unfortunately, I have that feeling now. Unfortunately, it's talk positively is what you're looking for. What you're looking for in life is to talk positively with yourself all day long. So anyway, so just talk positively with yourself and that's it. I feel you. Anyway, I'm learning very quickly. I'm learning to help myself to succeed. I'm learning how to grow myself in the process of life. So I'm learning how to stay consistent with what I'm doing. And that's it. I'm learning how to talk to you while walking around, while also listening to music and doing Instagram at the same time. I'm learning how to run my life in the best kind of way. So anyway, so as I grow myself, I'm learning the nice and beautiful architecture of life. I'm learning different ways of being. So what I need to do is grow myself. I apologize, but I understand straight away I have so much work to do. And guess what? I can do my Instagram. So since I do my Instagram much better now. I'm learning something different along the way. I'm learning to become the not so beautiful trend of the party. So no matter what, I'm learning how to actually grow myself. I'm growing myself differently, man. See, it's not sure how I need to understand how to grow myself daily. So every single day I'm learning how to help myself to deliver content. So learn something, yeah? Learn something differently, and that way you're going to see what's trending and see the daily, see the daily way of life and see such more how it is. And you have to understand straight away that no matter what you do, that you talk positively through everything, and that way you're learning to enjoy yourself, yeah? But learn how to penetrate yourself to do greater. So I understand straight away that for myself at least, I'm making sure at most I see my life over here. I see my life much greater. So I'm not saying how people are social drinkers. I see how they do social drinking these days. And if you never agree with them, then you never get them, and that's it. So I realized something. I realized how to grow myself. I'm learning quickly. I'm learning quick ways of life. I'm learning to help myself to explain life much greater. I see anyway, so if you're enjoying yourself quickly, then you actually understand straight away that you guys need to love yourselves much more and love your life and make sure that you penetrate yourself to do greater. And that's it. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, that you want to grow yourself much more in the best way possible and perform and outperform people. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm learning very quickly about understanding that my life is succeeding. I'm succeeding in my life. So what you need to do is learn to appreciate that. And learn to appreciate yourself in the making of whatever you're doing. So if you're enjoying yourself, that you love your life in different ways. I mean, learn to appreciate yourself. I promise you. So what I'm doing now is I'm just focusing on helping myself to deliver information. So as I deliver information, I'm never wasting time. And that's how I'm understanding straight away that I'm looking to talk more words to have more of a life. And that way I'm learning much more about having a positive conversation with myself all day long. And that way I'm learning very quickly about life. And I'm succeeding much more. I'm succeeding because I learned the skills and art forms of being able to help myself to succeed. And that's it. First, if you understand straight away how to grow yourself differently, and if you want to help yourself to have a nice and beautiful life, then do better. I see some things about drugs. I say you'll lose yourself. I say you never lose yourself. I say you won't know who you are anymore. But I say this will cause. I say security pains. I see how I was. I see I never caused anxiety. I never caused mental illness. I never caused insecurity or pain or suffering or anxiety or mental illness or decreased health. I mean, every single day I'm learning how much more I'm doing something different, but it's much more how I feel different. So I see it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about life. So you have to understand straight away that now I'm learning much quicker about my business, and my business is daily and vigorous, and I'm learning how to understand straight away I'm learning straight away that I have my set time over here. Now I'm learning very quickly about learning that I have much better than that. And I'm learning how to get away from cigarettes and everything in terms of life, because that way I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to grow. I see it's much more how I understand something. Now I'm learning very quickly about life. And it's all here anyway, and it's all one moment forward. It's all one step forward. Which you must understand, and you have to understand straight away how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I can learn how to watch something and eat something, and I see it's much more how I feel. I feel I have to get my medication very soon, and I feel that no matter what, I feel I've been letting myself down in my music production. I feel that no matter what, that I'm never letting myself down because I put it into words. I should put all of it into words, and now I feel that no matter what, that it's much more how it is. It's much more how I need to talk much more positively, and I need to stay ahead of the game. So no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life over here. I'm learning how to control myself, and I'm learning how to have all that I want in my life. I'm learning how to have much more enjoyment in my life. So I'm learning to understand with the Ivar just a little bit. It's much more how I feel. Now I'm learning very quickly about life over here. So what I want to do is enjoy myself differently. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning quickly about life, and I'm learning how to see straight away how I need to kind of talk positively. But as you talk positively, there's no room for cigarettes when you're talking positively. There's no room for drugs and alcohol when you're talking positively. In a sense, every single time I'm learning that nice and beautiful, I attempt to understand straight away that if I go to the nice and beautiful casino, that I can use my phones and I can stand still and I can watch people and be able to love life, so I can understand straight away how alone I feel over here. I just move away and I move on from that scenario. I don't want to find myself in that scenario. I don't want to find myself around the casino of Australia. I don't want to be at the casino of Australia anymore. Unless it's just to DJ. Which that's different. Although I'm learning how different I am now. I'm creating my own type of vibe over here. And I'm learning how to grow myself differently, yeah? I'm learning how to show myself a nice and beautiful improvement. I feel that no matter what, if I do anything, I understand how I felt going for a long drive, but guess what I'm supposed to do? I understand I'm about to fall asleep. And I feel that no matter what, I'm learning much more. And I feel that I'm creating my life anyway. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly. I love Jesus Christ, I love everything. I understand straight away that I'm learning to help myself to succeed differently, and that's what you guys need to be doing. Like I say, you guys need to be enjoying yourselves and looking at different aspects of life differently, and you have to understand straight away that I'm learning how to enjoy myself. I don't want to be found where people of the past are, and I move on from them totally. I don't want to talk to people of the past anymore. I promise you, I don't want to talk to them anymore. I'm done with them completely, and I move on. And what I want to do now is be silent with people of the past always now. And I don't want to speak to anybody online anymore. And that's it. I'm talking to myself online. I'm talking to myself online, and that's it. And now with my family online approaching now, that's something different. But I can contact them. I can contact my family to speak to my family members only, from my dad's side and mum's side, and that's it. I understand that, and that's no worries. And I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly how to love my life. So I feel as though what I'm doing now is something different. So I'm learning that nice and beautiful architecture. So no matter what I'm doing is I'm doing something nice and beautiful. I feel that every single day now. I'm looking to find my strength, and I'm looking to create my life. And I'm creating my life much greater, so I feel that no matter what, I'm learning even much more in an attempt to succeed. So every single time now I'm learning that I'm visualizing my life and visualizing something of a great lifestyle for myself at least. And I feel that no matter what, I'm taken care of. I have a nice and beautiful life ahead of me. I'm sure if something happens with the 9 to 5 over here where I may have to work the 9 to 5 in Australia, I then make sure to work 15 hours a week. And that's it. Like 15 hours a week, and I come into my biological dad's house, and that's it. They can never stop me. So that's it. I promise you, I'll just say, yeah, his show is schizophrenia, and move on. So yeah. So I see I have an excuse over here where I could say I have a history of schizophrenia. I have no schizophrenia though. And I'll move on, yeah. And I'm learning how to grow myself differently. And I can get disability support network and stuff like that. But I have no disability. I'm just looking for a better time to help myself. And no matter what, Australia is different for me. I need to go and grow myself in the different times. So I have to push myself to work and to study music. And it's not about the music production. I understand that it's more about the music production, but the thing is that now, since clubs are opening, I have to get my DJ deck. And once I get my DJ deck, the next step after that is nightclubs. But I have to give money for that. And now, once I give money for that, which they may ask for some certain money for that, I have to work a 9-to-5 job from that point on. And that's how I'm understanding something, that it's more how it is. And I feel that no matter what, the 9-to-5 job is something that helps me over here to keep returning to the market and to keep returning to these places. And I'm learning to put shoes on and always walk on with shoes in the house. When I'm in the house, I'm working with shoes on always. I'm always walking with shoes on because you never know that you may hit a corner of the table or something with your foot or something like that. Hopefully you understand. I just know more with I only, so what I want to do is understand that nobody fulfills me except I. I'm the only one that fulfills I. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how my life is different, and I am considering a greater life now. And my life is much greater, so I'm preparing myself for what's to come. And I'm not saying something that I can listen to music while I'm talking to you guys, and there's no worries. And it's much more how I feel. But I have to be talking much more, I have to be talking, so I have to be on top of my feet, I have to be on my feet, always. I have to be on my feet, talking to you, always. Because it's much more how I feel that you have to understand something, that it's much more how I feel. I'm doing much greater anyway, so I'm learning aspects of my life over here. I'm learning something to do much greater in my life. And I feel like I'm sleeping now, totally. I also open up my laptop during the night time to just have a bit of light in my room while I'm in total darkness. And while I'm in total darkness, I just have the light of the laptop on to make sure I can see in the room while I'm talking to you, while I'm walking around over here. I'm walking around in the darkness over here. And I have my laptop light on. So, it's not sure how I'm listening to music while I'm talking to you. And I have to do my Instagram. What is that? Well, that's something. I see now. Anyway, I realize it's much more how I feel different. I see my Instagram is different. And now I have to control my Instagram. I have to see straight away to upload people's images and everything like that. And I'm different about it. I'm different about helping myself over here. So I'm learning how to control myself, yeah. I see anyway, so as I grow myself, I'm looking for different ways of improving myself, and you guys need to enjoy yourselves quickly and learn to abbreviate for yourself much more, but learn to have that nice, beautiful feeling. People see your images, but they never appreciate you and what you do. That's what I'm saying. So for my Instagram, I have to keep it going because it keeps a positive image of myself over here, and I'll become positive from it. And I love it that way. I do a post every single week. I see every single week, yeah. I share every single week. I do one post, so I have some time to do these posts. I see now for myself at least. I'm making sure that I can do this in a week's time, especially in 2 days' time. I can make sure I can do that for myself. I'll make sure I just upload 10 images. Upload 10 images to my account. I upload it into. I'll process it. See somehow I feel. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life over here. I focus upon helping myself over here to push back my Instagram stories to 10 photos per day inside of my feed, and I help myself to just keep my Instagram going. So that's not sure how it is. I see it's much more how I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about how I ask questions, but a little bit, I move on. I'm never stupid fucking. I'm never stupid, and now Instagram rules I'll put it down to 1 a week. I see 1 a week, I see Instagram rules can be 1 a week. I see it's much more how I feel. This is how different it all is. I see it's much more how you guys need to grow yourself. And as you grow yourself differently, that you learn to feel your life. See it's much more how. See it's much more how you have to understand straight away to see that you can grow yourself and you can watch other people and how they do their nice and beautiful life, and you can see straight away how you need to love your life, yeah? See it's more how it is. So what I'm doing in my business is going on a schedule, and a little bit that way, I'll move on. So I'm keeping up with my business, but my business starts dying down in a way that I can catch up to it. So every single week I post something online and I move on because it's more how I feel. I keep a positive image anyway, and I keep it up. So every single week I post in my Instagram reels and Instagram feed something, and every single day I post 10 photos of myself into Instagram stories just to see who's watching. And I move up. And I just move on. I want to move on from that. I feel that no matter what, that it's much more how I feel. And I'm learning how my life is much better this day. And I'm learning how to enjoy myself, yeah. I see now, as I'm growing myself, I'm looking at better ways of improving. So what I want to do is move on. I see anyway, I'm learning to see, is my dad awake to go and see. I see now, just to enjoy myself. See, yeah, he's awake. See, it's much more how I feel. I just want to see for myself if he's awake or not. And that's all. And I realize it's more fun something. I feel that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking at going to bed now. Looking at watching something on YouTube for a bit, and also just being able to listen to music right in the morning, while walking around in my garden and while speaking to you. And every time I speak to you like this, I'll make sure I put Spotify on and start listening to you and start watching and listening to you and speaking to you while Spotify is on, and while I'm listening to content, and also while listening to music. So I do much greater for myself. I promise you, and that's it. I promise you, it's much more how it is. So I feel that no matter what, I feel Spotify at the moment, no way. I promise I never want to upload my music to Spotify at the moment because I'm not ready yet to upload it into Spotify. Unfortunately, that's it. Unfortunately, it's much more how I feel. I feel no matter what, that eventually, unfortunately, I feel really anybody doesn't really is anybody going to come and watch me and my music and what I have in terms of content. Unfortunately, it's much more how you have to reach a certain popularity in order to be successful on Spotify. And I'll never be that way. Unfortunately, I may never have to upload my music to Spotify. But I have to give it a go. And I'll never be that way. And my music business, I see my music business and everything that I'm doing is going up. I'm succeeding. And I'm moving forward, yeah? I'm moving forward in terms of what I'm doing, and I'm learning very quickly how to give money to support myself, yeah? I understand straight away how I'm learning very quickly about what I do, in terms of what I do. And I'm learning how to just enjoy myself, yeah? For sure, I'm learning how to create events and put it into a video on my YouTube channel and I just move on. For sure, it's never a waste of money because it goes back into me and my business. I'll show you something. Unfortunately, now is the time to just go and read something. And I have to go eat something too, so I want to eat something before I go to sleep. I eat some Ivar before bed. A little bit that way. I have some bread over here. Some bread. I ate this bread over here. And I ate some Ivar. And I'll do a better job. See, it's much more how I feel. I have success. And since I have success, I'm looking at different ways of being and different ways of doing life. And I'm looking at helping myself to succeed differently and making sure that no matter what, that I'm helping myself in the process. I remember when I was in hospital over here for about 7 weeks and I was saying, Jesus Christ, I mean, what do I do? I was so bored of my life every day. I'm in a better situation now than then. I'm doing much better now. So, why am I doing much better now? I can say because that's the way it is. I'm just doing much better as a human being now. So, I'm learning how to grow myself in different ways. I understand straight away how I feel. There's a lot of people in this world to become popular. I understand straight away Jackie Chan. I see Jackie Chan today is in his house and doing the 1 hour rule, definitely. Actually, everybody's doing the 1 hour rule, but some people who are the drug addicts in town are doing 24/7 at no time somewhere and going around and about. I feel that I know what I'm learning very quickly about my life over here. I never eat any sauces in my life except bolognese sauce. And that's it. I don't eat bolognese sauce. And that's pasta sauce. So anything that's pasta sauce that is vegan pasta sauce, I eat that. So for myself over here, as I grow myself, I'm looking for myself to improve. I'm looking to improve myself, and that's it. I'm learning to become the best version of myself, and I'm learning to explain something that I have a great life and time with myself to become the best version of myself. And I'm learning how to consume content. I'm learning how to read and understand something about life. And I'm saying the Jesus Christ Bible is more than enough for me in terms of life to read and live that way. I'll take away how I'm learning something about life, and I'm learning how to become the best version of myself. So for myself, I'm learning how to have much more strange awareness and much more awareness of myself, and I'm looking to understand straight away to love my life differently, and it's much more worthy of me and my attention to be a much better individual in the process, and I'm learning very quickly about life. So look over here. I toast my bread over here. Toasting the bread. I'm eating toasted bread. And a little bit away. And that's just for now. I eat this way. I remember when I was on holidays. I know I was never on holidays. I was on holidays before, but I remember when I was on working holidays over there in Australia somewhere, and I was saying how I can do greater, but I'm not saying I'm still on working holidays right now, but I'm just with my family, and it's not sure how I feel. I feel nice and beautiful for myself, and I remember how I was on working holidays somewhere in Australia, and I was saying how I cannot wait until I get to my dad's house to eat from the pan, and to eat from the pan food, and to eat noodles and all this stuff, and to cook my food. And now here I am. See, anyway, I'm learning to develop myself. So no matter what I do in daily life, I'm looking for a better way. But when I wake up in the morning, I want to make sure that I go outside and go walk around for a bit, and make sure to develop my courage while listening to music in the morning, and I make sure that I start my YouTube channel. I start growing my YouTube channel much more, and I focus upon helping myself to deliver information, services, and that's how I feel. I feel different. I feel as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to improve. So what I'm actually doing now is just toasting my bread, and I'm listening to music while talking to you, but I'm not saying I'm having a good time because I'm consuming content, I'm consuming music production. I can see that Steve has some beautiful music. I can see how beautiful people can be, and it's not sure how it is. And I'm learning how to love my life. I'm learning to see exactly what I need to do to succeed differently, and help myself to get to the point of loving my life differently. I learn to have much more clarity. See, anyway, so that's what I'm doing. See, so guys, once you wake up in the morning, then it's time to do an audio program.
and it's time to just live my life differently. So what I'm doing now is I'm just enjoying myself. I have to find some new skills. I have to find a new way to live life, and that's it. Of course, you guys have to understand straight away how to grow yourself, how to find intriguement, how to live life much greater. So as I find life much greater, and as I do life, I'm looking to have a new room tidy over here. I'm looking to tidy my room, looking to help myself with the day ahead of me, looking to read today from people over here, and looking to help myself to deliver information services. So that's how I find life much better now, and I feel that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to improve, and I help myself to deliver information. So that's how I see life. I see life in different ways of being and different ways of doing life, but I'm learning something for nothing. I'm learning to be the best I can be, to have myself a great time, because that's how I feel about life, and life is different for everybody. But no matter what, I'm learning very quickly upon being a star. So what I'm doing is loving myself over here. I'm loving myself daily, and I'm enjoying my life, and I'm looking for better ways of dealing with my life. I'm looking to help myself to succeed differently, and I'm making sure I have more than enough success today to succeed differently. And since I have lots of success in my bag, I'm just learning regardless of the situation. I'm learning to do house chores while talking to you. What kind of chores do I do? I mean, just cleaning up my room and making everything much more valuable. The ways of success today. And I'm learning very quickly about life. So as I go and grow myself differently, I'm learning to just help myself to rely on a better way of life, and that's how I feel. I feel much more different. I feel I need to go and grow myself differently, and since I'm actually loving my life, I'm loving the different attitude, I'm loving a different attitude of my life differently, and I have to learn how to grow myself right, so do a better job for myself, and I'm looking to help myself regardless of the situation. I'm looking to see exactly what I need, and I'm loving my life anyway. So anyway, so I have to go to the shops quickly, and now when I go to the shops, and as I go to the shops I can speak to you, but rather just go to the shops regardless of the situation. And I'm talking to myself over here, so I'm understanding straight away to just let it all be and do better.